Well, hello again. It's Wednesday. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. And I've got a lot to do. I'm going to go get some food real quick. And then I'm heading to editing. Video editing. I'm going to video edit a ton today. And I've also got to do some book work. And that will probably fill my entire day. I've been trying to stack my days with too much, and then I don't do what I plan to do. So I plan to get the website for the most part done this week, but I think I'm going to kind of chop it. I want to get the format of the website done. If I can get it looking the way I want it to, that'll be a success this week, and then just work on the content as I can. But otherwise, I mean, we're good. I have like 6 or 7 videos to edit today and post, so that's up. And I have the book that's ready to go to copy edit. I just got to do some last minute things on it, but I want to send that out today. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to pull a long day today and see what I can finish. But other than that, I hate this stop sign. Other than that, life's going pretty good. I've been staying really busy. I think I don't know. We'll see what this YouTube thing does, because it's almost like when I'm when I'm not doing anything, and I have like creative inspiration come for writing. I've been starting to get that with YouTube. That's why I did that whole series, call it a series. I mean, it's the start of one at least, on like spiritual warfare and stuff I've gone through. That you kind of grow. You don't know. I didn't really know what the hell I was going through, years back. But now I have a much better idea and know much more about it and what I need to be doing and focusing on. And yeah. So that's my morning update. We'll see how far I get today and what I'm able to accomplish for the midday update. And yeah, I'm reading 2 books right now that kind of deal with spiritual warfare, so maybe that's why I'm on kind of spiritual warfare kick. And I'll share some of the I've learned. I'll learn from them. Let me think. What have I learned from them so far? I think what I've learned is, when you talk about legal authority over our lives, just in the spiritual realm, what kind of we give access to. I always used to think Christians were crazy, especially when they talk about this kind of stuff. But I mean, now that I've lived it, I don't think it's so crazy anymore. And what do I mean? I mean just things that we give our time to, things that we, think are no big deal. And, they may not be a huge deal if you're not a Christian, but, I mean, they are. When you become a Christian, you continue in those things, what Christians call sin. You give all kinds of openings that you don't realize to just kind of hit and attacked. And I don't like the feeling of being, paralyzed, or I don't like the feeling of, being left defenseless. And, we really do that to ourselves when we, spend more time doing what we want instead of spending time with God. So that's been kind of just what's been on my mind lately, and just making that effort to keep my eyes on him all day. And about, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself right now, but I will talk about stuff that stuff that I never really believed in. Like, I never gave any credence to. I always looked, kind of like side-eyed at Christians who talk about this kind of stuff, that I'm, like speaking in tongues and that kind of crap. So, but now that I'm here, it's not as crazy. There are crazies out there. There's no doubt about that, and that's probably where that whole thought process comes in the first place. When you hear that kind of stuff, and it's not just that, it's miracles, it's prophecy, all that kind of stuff is still. God didn't stop speaking. God didn't stop moving after the early church. He's been moving ever since. But it's hard to discern who's really submitted to Christ's authority, and who is doing their own thing, because there is stuff that's available outside of God that does have effects, and that's how people can go into a fortune teller, or like a psychic, and hear a bunch of stuff about their past and present, and then they're given fortunes, or tellings of their future. You give access to demons, they'll follow you home and make sure that shit happens. So that's all I'm saying is there's so much going on that we can't see. So while I'm kind of going through, and I don't know why, but this is what I'm talking about. I didn't intend to talk about this. Actually, when I started the YouTube channel, I wanted to start just kind of storytelling, just made up stories, and now I'm telling real stories. So yeah, it's a little bit longer morning update than I intended, but I'm gonna go grab some food, and I'll be back for a midday or end of day update, depending on how long I'm there. So see you next time. Well, like, see you in the next part. All right, end of day update. And I may need to do these things differently in the days to come. I'm not sure. But today, I got a lot done. I was able to get 3 fairly long videos posted to David Quesada YouTube. I was able to finish my edits for Drasca, and I sent that book off to the editor for copy edit. I also sent out the children's book scripts, and those are being reviewed. We started the second song of the Drasca soundtrack. We had a meeting today. We discussed that, and Ito's starting on that. Ricardo's working like a madman on all the art, and everything's good. It's all good. So it's about 11:35 right now. I don't know, whatever it says on the thing. I think my clock's fast. I'm gonna go shower, go to sleep, and do this again around 5 a.m. So lots to do. And as I was working on the videos, and I was getting a lot faster at them toward the end there, but I had just tons of ideas for videos come to mind, and all true videos, so following my life. So I feel like I'm gonna be doing this YouTube thing for a good minute. But this is the end of the night for me. I'm going to shower in bed. Good night.
I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.